It's Saturday night at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center, home of the Arenalacrosseleague defending champion Toronto Monarchs as they get ready to entertain the Whitby Steelhawks. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions, of course. And as we get underway off the face-off, opening draw, Mason Kaminga of the defending champs, they will own first possession here if he can hang on to it. Good collective defense, though, by the 9-1 Whitby Steelhawks, and they will go to work now with their first offensive possession. Starting goaltenders, of course, for the Monarchs, it'll be Craig Wendy wearing number 1. He comes in, and at the other end, it'll be Lucas Coote. Offense starts on that right side with Pfeiffer as his pass gets intercepted, and Craig Wendy looking ahead to Owen Ron. Ron now will catch it and peel out. Neither team really able to set up quite yet. This time, different story. Henry follows. Dangerous on that left side. Stephen Portelli out there as well on the right, as is one more of the Fife Dog crew in Parker. Pfeiffer came up with an overtime winner. Chance here, Liam Osborne, captain for the Steelhawks, and too much bounce in the ounce. And that definitely went off the rafters, and possession will go to the defending champs. So Toronto comes in 4-6. They came up with a big overtime win last week over Paris, 14-13 in what proved to be a thriller. Keep an eye out here. No Jordan Dance in the lineup, but Tanner Buck certainly there and quite capable of running a solid offense. Nick Miller lets it go right on, stopped by Coote. And when you look at Lucas Coote, an impressive goals against average of just under 11. And if you are new to the sport of lacrosse, of course, a good goals against average, anything not in double digits is pretty amazing, kind of like batting 300 in baseball. So when you look at these goals against as a goaltender, you don't worry if it's over 10. 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry underhand wide of the mark, and that's going to be a violation. Good defensive hold by the Monarchs as they will collect it deep in the offensive end. Steelhawks sitting first place in the Arenalacrosseleague. Their record 9-1. They are riding a 5-game winning streak, including a win last week over Oshwekin, 19-10 in that game. And they come in right now as the class of the league. Picked off right there, good defense. And John Leclerc, he'll peel out. They're going to work it in transition on the run now. Nolan Power picks the corner. So the Whitby Steelhawks on the board first as they lead this one 1-0. So my apologies. That's Curtis Romicic as he picks up his first of the game. Nolan Power, of course, red helmet on the other side. So Romicic will get it done. 12:40 to go here, opening quarter, as we are at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Week 11 in the Arenalacrosseleague. Off the draw, Monarchs control. Patrick Thompson. He has been more than a handful. This time, though, great double team, and you'll notice that the Steelhawks with the best defense in the league, and they are relentless. Osborne, good flip up, and working his way up and into the offensive end is Adam Peroni. Peroni will dump it off. Trent Boyd, keep an eye on him. He's almost a regular highlight reel guy, as he is one of the leading scorers on this team. Kick it back over, as is Nikolai Ferris. And they'll work it with 6 on the shot clock. Bounce shot goes off a defender. Tyler Goodchild was trying to sneak one through. Instead, good defense there by Nolan Power. Graydon Power. And now the Monarchs will bring it back the other way and counter with Logan Monroe. He'll give it off to the fight dog. Pfeiffer trying to look for an opening. Spins back around. Good double team as they close that off. Miller looking for something, can't find it. Good defense there by Matt Boissonneau. They force a turnover, and big Scott Edwards with a pass. Boissonneau, of course, one of those guys, does a lot of the intangible stuff, including an outstanding draw man, as Ron now will counter. Both teams now not really able to get set fully in the offensive end due to the collapsing and good defensive rotation by both teams in their own end. Portelli from way out. That bouncer steered aside by Coote. Ball loose. Portelli had it momentarily and manages to fish it back. Tries to move it over to Ron. 2 on the shot clock. Saved by Coote. And he'll look for someone to give an outlet to and zip it up there into that corner is all he could do as no one got open for him. And this time around it'll come back the other way with power. 10.5 minutes to go here, opening quarter. And they'll work it to Buck on the left side. Buck had it pop out, able to get it back. Quinn Highland on him. Switch off Edwards. Edwards still working, but that's going to be a crease violation. Good defense there by the Steelhawks. They'll counter the other way. Highland, he'll work the offensive end. Peroni jumps in the rush, so does Cody Hamley. Brett Harrison tries to pop one on the far side. Nothing doing there as Wendy had that covered, but a fresh clock to work with now for Whitby. Highland will flip and retreat, give way to Pfeiffer. And Brett Harrison now to work. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Trailing out late, and it's Harrison trying to duck in. Tried to put that one through Wendy. Wendy had that covered in the basket, and now Brett Stoller will flip. Monarchs will go to work. 9.5. Pfeiffer gets a step, puts on the brakes. Boissonneau on him. He'll send it around. They'll work it to Miller on that at the top. He'll go to Follows. Follows looking for a screen. Can't get it. Ducks back in. Can't shed a defender. Pfeiffer with 6 on the shot clock. Gets kicked out of there. Good defense by Leclerc and the Steelhawks. Boy, they look good. Another chance for Osborne. Osborne, quick bouncer stop by Wendy. So Craig Wendy has been up to the task, and this time around, Power had to make an adjustment, and a good job by Buck to get it over the timeline. And now they'll work it on that side. It's Cody Menzies. Menzies has it knocked down by Boissonneau. Boissonneau's going to go on the run in transition. Miller on him. Miller steps up, lays the lumber. He kicks it back out. Looks for the give and go, but good defense by the Monarchs. They close down that opportunity. And now Goodchild will work out on that left side. Romicic ducking in. Goes to a quick shot bouncer and finds the mark. So 55 has been on point. He's been responsible for both goals in this game, and it's 2-0 for Whitby. I don't think Wendy even saw that. Romicic does a good job last time in transition. Found the far corner. This time he used the defender as a screen and picks the short side and beats Wendy. So Romicic has been good. And Ben Heidecker gets it to Aaron Walker. Walker as they'll set it up now with Ron. Pfeiffer gets a step, dumps it in. Ron picks the corner. So Owen Ron showing he does a little bit more than just transition and play D as he finds that far corner off a good feed from the Fife Dog. A much-needed goal for the Monarchs as they get on the board. Ron with his 8th goal of the season, first here tonight. And it's a 2-1 game with just over 8 minutes to play here, opening quarter. Off the draw, Kaminga working, gets it, flips it back. Possession belongs to Toronto, and they'll get it over the timeline. And a good job. Ferris almost picked that off, and got to be heads up. Good quick sticks on that Whitby side. Pfeiffer looking for a screen. Gets one from Thompson, tries to duck in. Leclerc closes that off, and he'll swing it over to Buck left side. Buck gets a step. Buck lets the overhand go. Great save by Coote. Oh, Lucas Coote did the splits there and kicked that one out with a good pad save. And Whitby now will work it up into the offensive end. If you're just joining us, of course, the first place Steelhawks come in 9-1. They're wearing black. The defending champs, the Monarchs, in their gold base with the burgundy trim. 8 on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry. Good defense by the Monarchs. Harrison had it, lost it, and they'll just dump it down in the corner. And with 7:09 to go, that will take us to our first officials timeout. Back at it after our officials timeout. Monarchs to work now in the offensive end with Portelli. Romicic chases him and forces Portelli to airmail it out, and it's going to be Hyland that's going to race for it. He'll scoop it and go. Quinn Hyland off the post. So Hyland, good job in transition, got the feet moving. Almost a clear-cut breakaway, but not able to beat the iron as Wendy working his best friend. One more time now. Menzies out there on that right side. Of course, Cody Menzies made the move from Brampton on, rings that one off the post, and that one will stay right here as a good shot there from Portelli. Almost found that short side. And they'll work it now on the left, back to the right to Menzies. He'll kick it out. Buck, they'll look to swing it. Buck will dip over and create some space on that left side. He'll get a step. Buck tried to twist her wide of the mark. Menzies is going to track it down, but 8 seconds on the shot clock. He zips that across. Chance here now for Ford as that shot. Riley Ford right on the mark. And again, Steelhawks stand tall, and it's Goodchild now over the timeline. Tyler Goodchild looking for an opening. Instead, he'll find a teammate. They'll work it now over to Boyd on the right. Trent Boyd. Backhand pass, but didn't have the communication, had their signals mixed up. Now Patrick Thompson over the timeline. Thompson, Harrison on him tight. Gives way to the Fife dog. Parker Pfeiffer. He'll twist back around and send it over to Miller. Miller, flip back, and there's way too much on that. That's going to go deep in the corner. And that's going to set Whitby up deep in the offensive end there as Ferris will play where it lies. Nikolai Ferris has been outstanding for the Steelhawks, and he continues his roll. So Ferris on the run with a good sidearm bounce shot finds the Mark 5 hole on Wendy. Ferris, impressive with his 29th goal of the season here to give the Steelhawks a 3-1 lead. Off the draw, Boysono battling with Ben Heidecker. Boysono keeps it, goes for a quick shot. Wendy, good save. Rebound picked up, and it's Ferris again with the backhand shovel, and he's going to track down that rebound and get chased around by Nolan Power. Whitby, though, will maintain possession and go to work with a fresh clock here, and Ferris will swing it around half boards. Highland looking for a cutter, can't find one, swings it around, goes to Boyd. Boyd dumps it down low on the crease. Quick shot right on the mark. Wendy! And a good save there, and quickly the other way. Here come the Monarchs countering. In transition. Ron with a shot, underhand right on, though. Going to have to do a little more to beat Coot. And an outlet pass will send Liam Osborne away. Under 4.5 to go here, opening quarter. Give and go. Had Goodchild, but he couldn't connect cleanly, and now it's going to be Thompson with a man to beat in Fernandez. He'll curl back out and wait for the rest of the offensive attack. Kaminga will stay out there on offense, work with Pfeiffer on the right side. Pfeiffer took something off, went to that far corner, but Coot right there, and a good outlet pass now, and it's Conley. Conley used his size to lean in, but a good save by Wendy took that opportunity away. Monroe now, he'll curl and hit Kaminga right in between the eights. And luckily enough, good job by Gay to get it over the timeline, set things up with follows. 3.5 minutes to go here, opening 15 here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Underhand on the run, wide of the mark. Good job to gobble up that carom. Quick outlet pass on the run. Chance for the Steelhawks. Great save by Wendy. So Jordan Storos had an opportunity, and the Monarchs now will look to turn that good save from Wendy around into something positive. It's Pfeiffer. Gets a step, Curls back out, backhand pass again. That's picked off. Now heading the other way. High step in it. Hard as Peroni. Has Edwards with him. Peroni. He keeps it and goes to the bounce 5-hole. Good decision there to hang on to that one. So a good job by Adam Peroni. Good decision to pick up his 8th of the season. And that extends the Whitby lead now to 4-1. Well, we have a quick second. Just want to send a shout out to Dangerous Dan Williams, who unfortunately is done for the season due to injury. We miss you out here. Certainly miss your quick stick finish on the right side. So we hope that you get better quick. Don't forget, we miss your son out there chasing balls too. So we look forward to seeing you next year or any time in between. Getting a step and a good job to close that off. Riley Ford created his own opportunity there, taking Cody Hamley one-on-one. And now under 2.5 to go, and it's Romicic. Has 2 already. Good fake. Romicic this time. No go. Good save, Wendy. Power will look to move it up. Almost a good stick check there from Harrison, but Nolan Power hangs on, gives way, and Portelli now will set it up. Not a whole lot of movement on the Toronto side. Going to have to do a better job effectively getting open. And now Buck hasn't been able to do much. We're into the 2-minute warning, and that's an illegal screen. We'll give it right back to Whitby, and they'll work it now into the offensive end. Be a little more deliberate here as we wind down this first quarter. Ferris, quick skip pass to the right side. Kick back over and a chance. Underhand. And Quinn Highland teed it up. And you're seeing a bit of a trend here as Highland picks up his first. But of the 5 goals, 4 of them have beaten Wendy 5-hole. And that's been a bit of a concern for the coaching staff. And just want to mention, of course, the coaching staff for the Toronto Monarchs, Bobby DeBrone, the head coach, Justin Wilson Kirby, Nick Kreppen second, Ryan Kelly are the assistants. If you take a look at the Whitby bench, you've got Joel Johnson as the head coach, Brad Reed, Ryan Durgington, and, of course, Will Peshnik, the assistants for the Whitby Steelhawks, and they are playing some good defense here. And Ferris now will slow it down as he'll wait for the rest of the offense. Good child will jump into it. And I think one of the concerns for the Whitby coaching staff, what they want to do here is Boyd lets it go, and that'll stay right here for a fresh 30 into the final minute. It was all about consistency, and when I talked to Joel Johnson, I said, your record 9-1 is very impressive. He said, yeah, but we haven't won a thing. So we still got lots of work to do, and the biggest thing that he would like his team to do is stay consistent. And they seem to be doing that here as we head into the final 40. Portelli. And, boy, Toronto could use something here late as he goes to the bounce. Kook closes that off. And he'll look to outlet it with 27 seconds left in the game clock. Quick pass up ahead, and it's Darius Anderson. Anderson out there working with Kobe Whitcomb. So heads this combo, as is Jeff Fernandez. Harrison will also work that left side. 10 on the game clock. 7. Gotta go. Dump in. From way out, wide of the mark, and that will do it for the first 15. 5-1 for the visitors from Whitby. We'll be back with the second. Welcome back as we get set for second quarter action. Just in case you missed it, of course, this week 11 in the Arenalacrosseleague. Earlier today at Millbrook Arena, it was the Brampton Express beating the Peterborough Timbermen 13-11. The final there in a very good ball game. Well played. Tomorrow, heads up, it's the Oswego Bears against the Paris Riverwolves at 1. And Buck stops here, as do I, as Tanner Buck comes out and gives his team a lift in this first minute of the second quarter. Buck with his 9th goal of the season. And that's only in a handful of games. But if Toronto has got any chance of repeating, which there hasn't been in the Arena Lacrosse League in its almost 7 years existence, hasn't been a repeat champion, he's going to have to be a big factor, as is Wendy, who comes up solid with that save. Unfortunately, though, they can't make the connection as Campbell Parker can't hang on to it, and they'll zip it across. Whitby will get another chance here. 5-2 the score in favor of the Steelhawks, as the Monarchs going to try to build on back-to-back goals for the first time, but in the meantime, between time, that one from Parker gets knocked down. Sorry, from Pfeiffer gets knocked down, and Toronto, being oh so generous, give it right back to Whitby. They go back to work with Boyd, Trent Boyd. Can't let him hold on to that. The longer he has it, the more dangerous he is. Steelhawks looking for an opening. Curling back out, coming, allowed to come right around is Goodchild, but Wendy makes a good save. It's collected there by Fernandez, and they'll reset again, another 30 for the Steelhawks. That one knocked down by Ron, but collected, and Goodchild now will zip it behind the net. Two guys behind there, not sure what's going on. Whitcomb, he's going to battle for it, and that's going to be a little too hefty on the hefty. Possession will stay right here. So Nolan Power, a little too hands-on, as you can see. And now I said two Powers. Well, they both got red helmets out there, so easy to see. And one of them just got away with a potential illegal cross-check. So now Heidecker will high-step it over into the offensive end. They'll set it up now with Pfeiffer. Monarchs looking for a chance here to chip away at this 3-goal deficit. They'll work it to Buck. Buck finally on the board with his first of the game. He'll give way. Portelli, quick swing, follows. They need something from Henry, follows. That's a good shot. Coote, a good save. Rebound picked up, and Buck tried to tuck it, but greased the call. Great save, though, by Coote nonetheless, and it's Edwards. Edwards doesn't have a whole lot of help. Sights that back door, thinks better of it, dumps it off, but almost gives it away as Stoller working hard for it. Gets knocked away, and Fernandez there to help his friend. Braden McGregor out there on that right side. 6 on the shot clock. Good defense there by Martino as he closed up, set up a wall there, and a good job defensively by the Monarchs as Toronto now quickly in the offensive end looking to counter, looking to build on that momentum of that early goal here in the second. Pfeiffer dumps off looking for Ron. They can't connect. Follow's going to battle for it. He's got Jordan Stouros all over him. And a good job there by the Steelhawks as Stouros now will move it up over the timeline. Dump it off. Osborne. Osborne always on the attack. Miller takes it to him, but two hands on. Osborne. And he will not let up. He will be relentless. Boyd. Trent Boyd quiet early on here. We know just a matter of time before he rears his highlight head. Ball loose behind the net. And a scrum. Good job as Boyd fishes it out. And a reset will give Whitby another clock here. We're under 11 and a half to go. Second quarter. Whitby leading by 3. Week 11 here. This is the first day, of course. The Brampton Express winners. Bounce, rebound. What a save, Wendy. 1-2 times as Craig Wendy standing tall for the Monarchs. Walker zips it up. And Pfeiffer had a notion. And he's going to elude a defender. Get it back out. Portelli will swing it around. Buck work at the top. Get it over to Miller time on the left. Nick Miller trying to turn the corner. Good defense there. 8 on the shot clock. That's a bullet behind the net. Pfeiffer couldn't handle that. Conley's going to try to run under it. Power had it momentarily, but a good job there by Thompson. And short hop handled by the Fife dog. Under 10 and a half. On the run. Buck shot knocked down. Anderson does a good job. He gets wrapped up but gets off away from a defender. Now Highland now will sight that back door as well. Think better of it. and he'll pull it out. Whitby now will look to set it up. Power with the pressure. And they'll work it. Quick pass over to the left side with Ferris. Ferris, no look. Knocked down. Knocked down by one Power or another. And the Monarchs, collectively good defense. And now Gay over the timeline. Julian Gay will zip it across. He'll retreat. Job well done. They'll set things up now. Buck looking for a screen. Tiptoes off. Him and Ford couldn't connect. Loose ball now and back the other way. Storos. Backdoor late. Sidearm stopped by Wendy. So Wendy seems to have found a bit of a comfort zone now here in the second quarter, as they had worked the 5-hole to perfection. But up to this point now here in the second quarter, Wendy has been good and tight. Follows. Working with Buck. Left side, 10 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer gets a screen. He goes to the bounce. Kook closed that off. And that's going to be a crease ball. So good idea from Kuminga, but not quite, not here, not now, and not today. Romancic, he will find his way to the bench. Offense will set things up now for the Steelhawks. Under 9 to go. Second quarter. Big overhand. Pfeiffer is going to play that carom. And he'll swing it around. Boyd looking inside, backhand. That was beauty. Pass, better, finish. So Brett Harrison on the money there with the backhand. And it's a 6-2 lead for the Steelhawks. Just a good job offensively to get that ball in, and good pass, good finish. Whitby working on all cylinders here. Off the drop, Peroni gets it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer has Leclerc with him. Pfeiffer, Leclerc couldn't handle the pass cleanly, went through the crease. So good idea, just couldn't get the execution down, and Toronto will counter. Follows. Follows, diving, rings it off the crossbar. So we needed a little more from Henry Follows. Good effort, but he can't beat the iron. Brett Harrison, with his 11th goal of the season, has pushed the lead back to 4. We're under 8 minutes to go here in this first half. Fernandez trying to turn the corner, runs into Kuminga, kicks it back out. Whitcomb, 10 on the shot clock. From a tough angle, nothing doing there, but good hard shot nonetheless from Ferris, and now Monroe. Good transition defense by the Steelhawks. You can see they really force the pressure, not just one but two guys usually, and Buck uses speed, zips it across. Pfeiffer, he'll curl back out, 10 on the shot clock. Looking inside. It's going to give Whitby a chance now in transition. They're going to scoop and go. Romancic gets to his right stick side. Screen, top corner. Romancic, that is a veteran right there, as he knew he didn't have to put velocity on it. It was all about accuracy, and that is his 3rd goal of the game. So Romancic has scored 3 times on Wendy, and each time it's been a different look that he's given them. And with 7:13 to play, Whitby has collected, regrouped, and now lead by 5 one more time here. Off the draw, Peroni will knock it ahead into the offensive end. Pfeiffer jumping in there is Storos. Looking to the far side, and a good job by Goodchild to play the carom. Peroni waits for a screen, and Pfeiffer ran over Heidecker, and just under 7 minutes to go. We will go to our officials' timeout. And of course, the team out there that wants to be seen but not heard, And those are the guys in stripes. Seb Baudouin is the crew chief. He's joined by Mark Sandman Sands and, of course, Mark Smith, if that is really your real name. Monarchs, in the meantime, to work on offense here. They're going to need a spark. They need a little something here, and you can tell missing their big offensive threat in Jordan Dance. Backhand try, wide of the mark. No reset, and a chance now on the run for the Steelhawks. Robert Morgan stopped, though, by Wendy as Wendy came out very aggressive and made a good save there. Anderson, though, collects the loose ball. He'll kick it back out. Quinn Highland, he'll retreat, and now it's Whitcomb. Whitcomb, crafty offensive player, as is Boyd. Boyd, quick shot right off the logo. Wendy felt it, and a good outlet pass will send power away. Nolan, he'll wait. Boissonneau is going to pressure him and try to force a turnover. He gets some help, and Conley jumps him, but Power hangs on to it. Zip pass knocked down by Hamley. Hamley going to battle for it. Shot clock still ticking away as Monarchs are falling on the carpet. Miller from way out. That's right on. Coote, though, will take it like it was a pass. And Boissonneau now away under 5.5 to go here in the second. And Conley will take that little extra hit there from Stoller. He'll retreat. And Whitby now to work on O. Good child. Can't find an opening. Monroe closed that off. 5 on the shot clock. Dump in. And trying to go a little fancy there was Ferris. And I tell you, there wasn't anyone on that Monarchs side that liked it, particularly Brett Stoller. He's going to go for 2 for sure. And it looks like that's our first penalty of the game. First power play of the game will go to the Whitby Steelhawks. They have managed to pocket a goal 44% of the time. The Monarchs have been good on the penalty kill. 52% of their man-short situations have been killed off. So we'll take a look here, as you can tell. So Boyd and Whitcomb out on that right side. Pfeiffer's at the top. And they'll work it, of course, and give everyone a touch before they go to work with the interchange. Pfeiffer behind the net. Whitcomb, kick back out. No look pass in tight. Wendy, good save. Ferris will curl back out. He'll take over that left crease spot, get it over to Whitcomb, and they'll work that side. Pfeiffer, quick stick off the post. And that was very close to being the inside of the post, not the outside. Pfeiffer. Not sure why there wasn't a reset there, but there is now. Wendy comes up big on a save there, but it's tracked down, and it'll be Goodchild. Whitcomb. Goodchild has room, goes to the overhand, but it's knocked down by Kaminga, and Boyd's going to get it with plenty of time on the shot clock. Under 4 minutes to go, less than a minute left in the penalty. That's a legal screen called there, and that will give Wendy a chance to air it out on the money. Portelli, one man to beat. He'll think better of it. He'll be thinking working clock here with 45 seconds left in the penalty. Portelli will work with Tanner Buck. So a bullet dodge there by the Monarchs. Follows, goes for a bit of a run. 5 on the shot clock. Henry follows. Oh, he's slippery. He's going to get that shot right on, too. Coote had to be awake. And now Liam Osborne will bring it back the other way. So with 15 seconds left, a chance here for Whitby to capitalize with a man advantage or hold and just get the best percentage shot they can. Pfeiffer, interchange. Whitcomb, no look. Back up top. Ferris shot. Stopped by Wendy. Rebound. Gobbled up, though, by Whitcomb. And he heads to the net. Dumps it off. Whitcomb takes a hit. Penalty over. Now teams back to 5 aside. Boyd took his eye off it. And that'll give the Monarchs possession with just over 2.5 to go. Stoller out of the penalty box. Buck on the run. One hand. Gets it back. Buck goes to the top corner. That was an outstanding play by Tanner Buck, who sized up the situation before he got the ball to pocket a goal. Buck with his second of the game. He's got 10 on the season, and you can see if he's in the lineup on the regular for the Monarchs, they're a different team. You throw him beside Jordan Dance, and that's one of the main reasons they were able to become Arena Lacrosse League champs last season. That combo there. Dangerous Dan Williams also in that mix as well, and off the draw. Campbell Parker going to fight his way. Dumps that down into the offensive end. Coot had it, but lost it. Chance there. Great play there by Owen Ron. And I tell you, Owen Ron has put together a couple of back-to-back good games, and that right there was a good heads-up play. Second of the game for Owen Ron, and a big one. Cuts the lead now to 7-4 with 2:20 to play here in the opening half. So if you follow the Arena Lacrosse League, you know, despite the record, that the parity in the league is great, and any team can beat any other team on any given day. Rosters change weekly with guys moving up and down from the NLL and other commitments, work, life, family. And a good job defensively as Parker has two on him now. Runs into a roadblock and has it knocked out of his stick, and we're going to have another penalty here. And we'll see if it escalates. Good job by the officials to leave it at that. So it looks like McGregor is going to go. And it looks like he's going to go for holding. So laid the clamp on someone. Monarchs will get their first power play opportunity of the game. They come working at a 40% efficiency rate. Steelhawks, best penalty kill team in the Arena Lacrosse League at 64%. Miller lets it go right on, stopped by Coot. Coot now will look for some help. Good job. Peroni lofts it up and gets some backup from Conley. So Conley's going to patiently wait on the half boards. He's going to be in no rush. Minute and a half to go here in the second quarter. They'll work the two-man game, him and Peroni now with 10 on the shot clock. Leclerc, 5. He's just going to dump that in the corner, and Monarchs now are going to go to work with a minute 20 left in the man advantage, and a goal here would go a long way to a positive talk in that locker room at halftime. So Buchan follows, as usual, on that left side. See if that's where they go. Ron and the Fife dog. Miller's at the top. Follows, ducks in, looking for the clip in, and he does it. Great crease dive from behind the net. Faked up, but went low. Power play goal for the Monarchs. More importantly, it's now a 7-5 game. So Henry follows with his first of the game. He's got 18 in the season. So he has stepped up here with 50 seconds left in this first half. And Toronto with a run here, back-to-back goals. Off the draw, Peroni now battling with Kuminga. Kuminga just a little too hands-on. And Whitby now will set it up in the offensive end. Romicic on that left side. Boyd out late. They'll work it back and forth. Whitcomb will figure in the mix now. 32 seconds left on the game clock. 15 on the shot clock. Whitby looking for an opening. Kick it back out. Whitcomb goes to the underhand and beats Wendy. So welcome, Mr. Whitcomb, as the Arena Lacrosse League. Certainly glad to have you here as he picks up his first. So with that said, looks like there'll be a timeout called. And I think we're just going to get things sorted. So Whitcomb with his first. A quick answer by the Steelhawks. They lead 8-5, 24 seconds left here in the half. Off the draw, Ron. And a timeout called by the Monarchs with 20.2 seconds to play. What about you? You look like you play something. Oh, okay, just sing. Set to go here now, final 20 seconds. So Toronto's going to hold for the last possession here, last shot. 15 on the game clock. Miller's at the top. 10 on the game clock. Got to go. Don't have a whole lot of time. Work it down. Pfeiffer. 5. Pfeiffer. Dump off looking for follows, and Buck's going to let it go wide of the mark. So the execution doesn't work, but it's an 8-5 game after 30 minutes in favor of the Steelhawks. We'll be back with the third. All locked and loaded as we get ready for third quarter action. Very entertaining opening 30 from both teams, as it was the Steelhawks 5-1 lead after one, and 8-5 is where we stand right now. And off the draw, the Monarchs are going to pick up Julian Gay. Chance here in transition. Gay going hard, rings it off the iron. So a good chance there for the Monarchs right off the bat, and Matt Boissonneau is going to slow it down and work it to Ferris. Nikolai Ferris sizing up the situation. Now he'll look for a screen. Can't get an effective one. Does now from Goodchild. Kick over to the right. Pfeiffer lets it go. That's wide of the mark. And that's going to go over the timeline. Ferris not able to save that. And now it's going to be Patrick Thompson. And during the break, figured that Toronto needs to utilize Patrick Thompson a little more. And I think with his skill set, he could really help this squad, particularly in transition, just like Owen Ron does. And Ron now circling around. Sent it over. Follow's going to have to try to chase it down. Good job by Ron to help out. Kick over looking for Buck. He's tied up, but that's going to be a penalty, and I think it's going to go to Darius Anderson as he's going to go for a legal cross-check. That is the call, and the right call, as Anderson laid the lumber down on Buck. So early in this one, it's going to be back to the power play, second of the game for the Monarchs. They are 1 for 1. Trailing by 3 here. You have to figure they'd like to get off to a good start, get on the board first here in the second half. So Miller, Buck follows. Pfeiffer, Portelli. That shot wide of the mark. Picked up by Pfeiffer, and they'll work it back to the top, reset. Miller had a notion, knocked down, and a good play. Pfeiffer creates some interference. That allows Miller, but a check by Leclerc pushes him over the timeline, and Whitby now with possession. It's Rumicic. He loses his stick. Ball's there. Great job by Pfeiffer as he picked the pocket right out of the pocket. And Miller now will set it up under a minute and a half to go in the power play. It's going to be Ron out there now on that right side. He'll stay in the shooter's spot. Him and Pfeiffer will interchange. And Miller going to have to look for some room to get that shot off. He's got it there, but it's blocked. Rumicic again doing a good job helping Coot out. And a quick outlet pass. And here come the Steelhawks. Rumicic will think better of it. Whitcomb, he'll curl back around, get the offense started. And tough roll there. Looked like Thompson may have got caught up on the carpet there. He's shaking that off, and Whitcomb going to weave through a couple. Power going to try to chase him down. And Toronto now is going to pick it up. Shot clock violation, and they'll have 34 seconds now to try to chip away at this lead. 12 and a half to go here, third quarter. Portelli and Pfeiffer work the hidden ball. Ford out there now at the top. Pfeiffer tried to go far side, stopped by Coot. And I tell you, Lucas Coot, boy, that's some fine net mining as he gets it up. But Portelli tried to play the short hop. Ford backs him up, and he's got it now. They'll dump it over, work it to Follows. Hits the trail of Portelli. Swing around. Follows wide of the mark. Gets his own rebound. Follow the leader right there. Henry Follows with the bounce shot finish. 8-6. Give Follows some credit there. Didn't give up on the play. That's his second of the game, as I'm pretty sure he didn't purposely try to go off the backboards and get the rebound, but worked in his favor as he caught the defense looking the other way, slipped in there, and pocketed the rebound. So Toronto strikes first here in this second half, and Campbell Parker going to tuck it in tight and get it back to the top. Buck in flight, swinging across. They will think better of it, let the offense get settled, and out late is Miller. Miller has that one knocked down and deflected. He'll get a handle on it. 10 on the shot clock. Going for the dunk, and Buck just tipped the toe on that white crease line. And a good call there by crew chief Seb Bedoin. And now Whitby the other way. They have been a bit sluggish here, but that's because Toronto has controlled the play. 2 power play goals, and that one from way out sticks to Wendy. Wendy now. And if you don't know, boy, Craig Wendy can throw that ball. They're going to have to hurry here, get it over the timeline, and they do it well. Thompson. And a delay penalty going to come to the Steelhawks now as Cody Menzies. He'll zip it across. Ford working with Follows, 10 on the shot clock. Thompson, 2-man game. Follows, quick shot, stopped by Coote. Ball loose and rebound picked up. Ron from point blank. Coote there to make the save, and we are going to have an illegal cross-checking call. It's going to go against the Whitby Steelhawks. So for the third time in this game, the defending champion Monarchs will work with a man advantage. Trent Boyd goes for an illegal cross-checking call. Toronto 2 for 2 with the man advantage here in this game. And a chance now, trailing by 2, to cut the deficit in half. So Pfeiffer will be at the top this time. He's got Follows and Buck on his left side. Portelli and looks like Ron on the right. Pfeiffer has room, goes to the bounce. Save there by Coote. And Lucas Coote, boy, has been impressive. Leclerc, Pfeiffer trying to slow him up. Leclerc runs into a double, now triple team, and he gets it stripped. So good defense by the Monarchs. They close that off now, a minute and a half to work with on the power play. Buck has a chance here. Buck goes to work. Bouncer stopped by Coote. Rebound loose, and here the other way, 2-on-1. Conley has Romancic. Romancic has 3 already. Dumps it off. Romancic, this time, no go. Big save by Wendy. And Monarchs will counter the other way and set things up with Portelli. So Craig Wendy standing tall when he needs to, makes the big saves at the right time. Pfeiffer, Portelli, quick shot, stopped by Coote. Loose ball is picked up by the Steelhawks, and Peroni will look for the home run, almost in the basket to Storos. Storos will curl around, shed a defender, try to go up top. Wendy stopped that, closed that off. Great goaltending, great sportsmanship, and now the Monarchs. 37 seconds left here as we are under 10 minutes to go in this third quarter. Ron will kick it out. Portelli look for the opening, gapping the box, skip pass, 1-2 tic-tac, follows, right there, scores! So they capitalize for the third time on the power play. But more importantly, it's an 8-7 game now with just over 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. So prior to game time, when I spoke with head coach Bobby DeBrone, I mentioned to him that they needed a little bit more from Henry Follows. Based on what he brings to the table, he's going to be a bigger factor. And with 3 goals today, Henry Follows has stepped front and center. Off the draw, Monarchs, you can see with some momentum going here as they have closed the gap after trailing by as many as 5. Kaminga, he'll work it down, and Thompson will slow it up here. So Monarchs have dominated the time of possession here in this third quarter. Kaminga goes to the overhand, short side, stopped by Coote. And he'll fish that out of the gear, and Boissonneau will move it up 1 pass, and it's Morgan. So Robert Morgan, he'll flip and retreat. And now on that side, on the run, but again, Ferris was destined for the 5-hole where they had scored a a few quick ones, but Wendy has since made the adjustment, and now it's the Fife dog. We are at the 8-minute mark here, third quarter. Ron working with Pfeiffer. Give and go. Beauty, great save, Coot. Oh, Lucas Coot closing up, smothers that, brings it in, and looking for an outlet, and he finds one in Conley. Steelhawks very poised on the breakout. They don't get too rattled. But both these two teams do a good job defensively in forcing the issue. Ment trying to dipsy-doodle McGregor. Good child with 5 on the shot clock. Good child. Swings it back looking for Edwards. Edwards has everyone wrapped up in there, and he took down Stoller. I think Edwards saying somehow, some way, Brett Stoller's head got stuck to his elbow pad, but that's not going to be the case, and none of the guys in stripes are going to go for that either. And for the fourth time in this game, it's going to be a power play opportunity for the Monarchs, who are 3 for 3 with a man advantage. So with 7:21 to play here, and it looks like we were initially going to go to our officials' timeout. And it's a quick one. So we will work through it. Seb Bedoin with a little bit of a towel down, and we are good to go here. So another power play opportunity. Monarchs looking for the equalizer this time, as it'll be Miller at the top. So interesting to see some of the adjustments Toronto's had to make without Jordan Dance in the lineup. And they go to Buck. Bounce shots. Handled neatly by Coot. Peroni going to try to dodge a few. Does a good job to get it over the timeline. Now Peroni looking to attack. Peroni twister. Wide of the mark. Goes up and out of play. And you still got to like that. If you're Joel Johnson, Brad Reed and company with the Steelhawks, you got to like that being aggressive. You've only got a 1-goal lead here, and you've got guys with that skill set. So hidden ball trick in full effect. Buck has it. He'll work it with follows. 15 on the shot clock. They'll give everyone a touch, everyone a feel. Miller, bullet, wide. Coot all over that. He'll look for that back door, and beauty pass on the money. Trent Boyd bounces off one. Boyd tried to backhand shovel just wide of the mark. And if you haven't seen Boyd do that, oh, he can do that on the regular. That was a tough one as he was on the move. 50 seconds left in the power play. Just over 6 minutes left here, third quarter. Monarchs trying to tie this up. Pfeiffer interchange. Skip, quick stick right on the mark. Right at Coot. Right where he should be. Peroni again. Gets a screen. Good acting job by Pfeiffer. Pass up ahead, Romicic, and he tried to just go far side, and you got to like his creativity. Heads up, got the scouting report, but couldn't beat Wendy. Miller, give and go. Ducks in. Gives it off. Up, down, stopped by Coot, and Miller the check in the back, and quick pass up. Liam Osborne now working one-on-one. Patrick Thompson. Osborne takes it straight, draws a penalty. Quick shot, closed up the wickets by Wendy, but Liam Osborne gets Patrick Thompson to bite, and he'll spend some time in the box with 9 seconds left in the Steelhawks penalty. So holding the call on Thompson, that was an easy one there, as Osborne, you could see as soon as he saw that matchup, he took it strong. And we are at the 5.5-minute mark here. Just the second power play opportunity for the Steelhawks. That'll happen in 2 seconds. As out comes Edwards, and Whitcomb will fill that spot on the right side. So Whitby leading by a goal here, trying to extend that, led by as many as 5. Cross court, good child. He gets chased out, still has some room. Whitcomb couldn't handle that. Pfeiffer going to bail him out or not. Whitcomb shovel back 2 in the shot clock, got to let it go. Wide of the mark, and that'll be a violation. Possession to the Monarchs, who have kind of found their footing here in this third quarter. It has been a good one for them. They have not allowed a goal, knock on wood, here in this third quarter. So Menzies now with just under a minute and a half to kill for the Monarchs. Remember, Toronto, one of the best penalty kill teams, 52%. Portelli swings it around. That shot from Ford, and you can never assume Ford is not going to be aggressive. Riley Ford will try to take every opportunity he can. Highland will slow it down now with a minute to go in a man advantage. Pfeiffer and Boyd zip it down. Whitcomb in the mix. And they'll work it now. Goodchild and Ferris on the left. 10 on the shot clock. Almost coughed it up. Good job going for the dunk, and it's a good one. So how about that? Reaching out and touching someone is Tyler Goodchild. His first of the game, 11th of the season, comes courtesy the power play. And it's a 9-7 game, and a whole lot of crying over there on that Toronto bench. That's just a good play, though, by Goodchild. And that was deep in the shot clock. .4:15 to play here, third quarter. Good crowd on hand for this Saturday night affair between the Steelhawks, who currently sit in top spot in the Arena Lacrosse League, 9-1. Toronto, of course, comes in sixth position with a 4-6 record. Romicic looks over, finds Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer scampers outside of that dotted half circle and resets. Screen, no call there, bit of embellishing. Boyd changes the angle, can't find the mark though. Ferris, no reset. 10. Boyd kicks it out. Pfeiffer has to beat a man, shovels it over. It's going to be a whole lot for Romicic, who will just flip it up, but a whole lot going on behind the play. As good job to break it up and let them play, and Thompson now will leg it over the timeline and look for some assistance. 3.5 to go here, third quarter. Portelli gets a step, dumps it off. Ron, no look pass. Buck tried to go down and then up, but overshot the far corner. And now the Steelhawks will look penalty over. And Osborne right at the receiving the ball, and we'll see what we got here. We may have a penalty, so it looks like Portelli's going to go. And that is so. Portelli will spend 2 minutes in the box. The Steelhawks will go to their third power play, and this the second straight quarter that Toronto has had a bit of a mental lapse late in the quarter. Chance here to close the gap. Instead, now they give Whitby a chance to regain the momentum to potentially get back-to-back. So another power play opportunity, 1 for 2. And Ferris and Goodchild will work out there on the left. You'll have Whitcomb, Boyd, and the Fife dog at the top. Interchange. Pfeiffer, Whitcomb, backhand, zips across on the skip. 8 on the shot clock. No look. Whitcomb, short hop, scoop. Ferris, got to let it go. Wide of the mark, up and off the rafters. So good defensive hold for the Monarchs. Minute 30 left in the penalty. Just over 2.5 to go here in the third. Miller's going to circle around. Menzies going to hang on to it, and he'll stay way out. Look to burn some clock. If the Monarchs can hold here, it'd be a big hold if they do not allow a goal here. 10 on the shot clock. Follows. Dipsy Doodle. Changes the angle. Right on. Coot had to make a good save, and the Steelhawks will counter the other way. Just under a minute left now in the power play. Ferris, he'll retreat. Second power play unit. Harrison out there now. Goodchild will slide up to the top. Osborne on that right side now. They'll work it. Boyd steps in late, takes over the top. Karam played. 8 on the shot clock. No look pass. Got deflected. Osborne going to have to hurry to get one off. Looking inside. Goodchild couldn't hold on to it. It gets tapped down, and a good job again by the Monarchs. 30 seconds now to burn. Just over a minute and a half left here in the third. 2-goal lead for the Steelhawks. as they're looking to up their record to 10-1. Toronto trying to keep fighting, keep pace. A big win here would go a long way to set the stage heading into the playoffs in a couple weeks. Ball loose. Leclerc battling for it there, and the Steelhawks come away with it, and they'll move it up. Penalty over now to the Monarchs. Teams back to full strength. Whitcomb working with Ferris as we are into the final minute to play here in the third. Ferris chased out. He'll curl back around. Martino on him. Dump off looking for Whitcomb. Can't catch it cleanly. Still got 8 on the shot clock. Whitcomb puts on the air brakes, lets it go. That will go up and out of play. And possession belongs to the defending champs. 46 seconds left here in the quarter. Pfeiffer puts the head down, bails in, but runs into a triple team. He loses it. Buck can't help. Dump off. Chance here now. Ferris had it. Has Highland with him. Gets it cleanly now. 30 seconds left in the quarter. A 6-second differential shot in game clock. 25 on the game. 15 on the shot. Harrison, swing around. On the dump off. Boissonneau off the post. So Matt Boissonneau out there took a feed. Beat Wendy, but not the iron. That shot goes off the helmet of Kaminga, who didn't like it too much, but with 8.4 seconds left. Coote heads to the bench. Chance here now. Extra attacker. Here come the Steelhawks. Pfeiffer hesitates. Wrong stick side. Kick over. And it's intercepted. And it looks like it's Kaminga that's down with 0.9 seconds left. And it is Kaminga. I think he may have either gotten tangled up but rolled the ankle nonetheless, is what it looked like from this vantage point. But again, I do not have my medical degree nor my glasses, so that's a bad combination for seeing the specifics. And that will do it. Buzzer goes. 3 quarters are in the books. Oh, we are set for an outstanding finish. 9-7 Whitby. Back with the fourth. Ready as we get set for the final 15 here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Lance Wynn alongside JVI Productions as we bring you continuing coverage of Week 11 in the Arenalacrosseleague. Off the draw. Peroni will jump all over it, and Whitby will control here. Teams at full strength, 2-goal lead for the Steelhawks as they'll go to work here to open up the fourth. Pfeiffer looking for an opening. Chased out. Good job by the Monarchs pushing the offense out. Pfeiffer way outside that dotted half circle. That shot off of Wendy's arm and in. So Tyler Goodchild put enough on that bounce shot to get it past Wendy for his second goal of the game, 12th of the season. So one of the things that the Steelhawks have done exceptionally well and leading into their 9-1 record is their ability to answer back. And every time they seem to get down or lose the momentum, someone steps up at the right time and helps the cause. And you can see there, knowing the importance of the first goal of the fourth. Pfeiffer attacking again, looking inside. Fernandez bails him out, kicks it out. Whitcomb will swing it around. Inside, Fernandez, great save by Wendy as Wendy stuck out that left shoulder, and now it's Nolan Power, striding hard. He'll curl out, doesn't have anyone to go to, gets a double team, swims his way through. Power right on, stopped though by Coote. And now with most of the offense still out there for the Steelhawks, they'll just get it over the timeline now, and Whitcomb will go back to work on 0. 66, taking it deep. They'll work it around the net. And McGregor will go for a bit of a run, kick it out. Good job, ball movement. Looking for that kick back. Brett Harrison ducks back in on Power. Quick shot right on, stopped by Wendy. Wendy now looks for the outlet, gets it to Martino. Martino's going to look to move it. He's going to have to hurry and gets it over, and never shy about the contact, Martino, as he'll retreat, and it's Riley Ford. Ford Shake and bake on the run, wide of the mark. And now Osborne, master of the carom, has 2 to beat, initiates the contact, curls out. Wendy up, down, and he makes a great save. Rebound, Monarchs hold on to it, and they'll get it up. Great job by Craig Wendy. Leclerc lays it on Monroe, and he coughs it up now. Boissonneau will counter the other way. So neither of these two teams afraid to initiate contact as they continue to battle here. Just over 12 and a half minutes to play, fourth quarter. Ferris has Pfeiffer, goes to the sidearm. Good pad save by Wendy. Ferris will regroup, but attack again. Wendy steers that one aside. Pfeiffer on that carom. Another clock. Pfeiffer puts on the brakes, looks to curl in, spins around. The fight dog, what a save, Wendy. Oh my, Craig Wendy. Stand tall and deliver. As Aaron Walker, Funky Talker, will slow it down, and now the Monarchs. First time they've been in the offensive end this quarter as they'll work to Buck, Tanner Buck. Pfeiffer, that one went off a helmet, and it was his own player in Owen Ron. I'm not sure if Ron took a stick to the head or it was the ball. It looked like a shot there, or may have been both. As it looks like there could be coincidental minors here as Ron is making that slow walk to the penalty box, as is Jordan Storos, and they'll both go for roughing, so coincidental minors will offset, and we'll play some 4-on-4 lacrosse here. Just under 12 minutes to play. And a 3-goal lead for the Steelhawks, as they have kept the defending champs on their toes. Pfeiffer. So note the Fife Dog crew in the house, one on each side. No Zach Pfeiffer this time around, but lots for Mom and Dad to watch, I'm sure. Buck to the bounce, stopped by Coot. Follows, thought he had it, but Anderson put it on him good, and now it's Romachich. Romachich does a good job. He'll flip, get to his side. Conley now gets a step. Conley goes diving in, and that's going to be a crease call. Thought that may have found the back of the net, but my angle just a bit off, and now it's Thompson. Pfeiffer will work with Menzies on that right side. Menzies has all day. And kicking it back out, finds Miller. 10 on shot. Buck gets free. And what a save by Lucas Coot. Oh, my. The Cootster closing the door. Doesn't want anything through that 4x4. And now it's Pfeiffer. And we talked off the top about what a good goals against average is for a netminder in lacrosse. And Lucas Coot with just over 10. That is exceptional. And we're going to have a penalty on the play. It's going to be a holding call. And it looks like it's going to go to the Steelhawks. So it looks like it's going to be Scott Edwards, the guilty party. That's going to give the Monarchs another power play opportunity. They've scored 3 times in 4 tries. So a chance here, and they need something as we're at the 10.5-minute mark here, fourth quarter. 3-goal deficit. Buck and Follows. Follows had to reach, and a slash there, inadvertent, but Portelli felt that one knocked down by Leclerc. Gets it back, chance for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer ducks in, goes to the corner off the post. Rebound picked up by Buck, and a fresh 30 for Toronto. They'll reset, make an interchange with Portelli going out after that slash. Menzies in. Parker gets his own rebound and looking for Follows on the doorstep. Instead, it's Buck with Follows. Buck goes to the far side. Rebound. Menzies kicks it back out. Pfeiffer has it. Regroup. He's going to go hard. Pfeiffer dumps it out. Quick stick Follows on the crease. So just not able to finish that. Tic-tac-toe, the Monarchs. And the Steelhawks dodge a bullet there with a minute left in the penalty. Conley will slow it around, kick it, working with Boyd. 1-on-1, 10 on the shot clock. We're under 9.5 to go. Boyd, 6 on the shot clock. He's going to go for a run, and he'll just loft that in, take a little off, and a job well done. They killed their entire 30, and now the Monarchs to work with 30 seconds left in the power play. So a big kill here for the Steelhawks. Big opportunity for the Monarchs. Pfeiffer had the overtime winner last week. Miller ducks in, goes hard, stopped by Coote. Rebound, backhand, on the doorstep, kick out. Miller again wide of the mark. Ball loose in there, picked up. Steelhawks have to rush to get out. And it's Hamley, and he's going to keep on going. Hamley, that one blocked though by Pfeiffer. Scooped up by Wendy and moved up by Ford. So penalty over now. Good job by the Steelhawks as they've killed off back-to-back penalties in crunch time. And just so you know, the difference between crunch time, which is usually in the final 5 minutes, and then there's money time, which is usually within the final minute. Portelli goes for a run. Edwards ends up on the carpet, and a little bit of extracurricular, but no damage done as the Steelhawks will move it up with Boissonneau. Goodchild. He goes for a run, and he'll work it across. Ferris will set it up. Ferris gets a step. Ferris stopped though by Wendy. Rebound, it's Whitcomb. Had a notion, did Whitcomb. Thought better of it, decided to work this 30. Trying to duck in, gets a good screen. Fakes a shovel. Shovel now. Backhand, great split save by Wendy. Rebound, Power, and he'll quick pass it up to Gay. Julian Gay. He'll get it over the timeline. 7.5 to go here. Monarchs trailing by 3. Trying to turn the corner is Pfeiffer. Defense is tight. 10 on the shot clock. Buck, good pass, but Ron couldn't handle it. Pfeiffer bails him out. Kick out back to Buck. And Steelhawks weather the storm, and here they are in the offensive end. 7 minutes to play. Flip out, it's Fernandez. He'll bring it right back up to the top. They'll reset with Boyd. Boyd ducks in. Boyd fakes that. Trent Boyd. Oh, my, fakes galore, but didn't fake out Wendy as he closed that up. And now Thompson on the short hop, on the move into the offensive end. Thompson will dump it off. Pfeiffer now. Got to figure Monarchs going to want to capitalize. Got to capitalize sometime. It's Follows on the run. Kicks it out. Menzies zips it. That shot knocked down. Romicic rebound. Picked up. Bouncer stopped though by Coote. And with 6:17 to play, that will take us to our final officials timeout. Welcome back as we get set to go after our officials timeout. Just in case you missed it, the Brampton Express 13-11 winners over the Peterborough Timbermen. And tomorrow's action will have the Oswegan Bears against the Paris Riverwolves, a big one there. And then the Oshawa Outlaws will take on the Six Nations Snipers as Boyd tried to jump on that, but that was a crease ball. And now Monroe will move it up with under 6 minutes to go. So week 11 going to be a big weekend here to decide what goes on in the standings heading into the playoffs in 3 weeks' time. Follows, kick out, Ron. Ron will work it to Miller. Miller now will look to duck in. Miller. And he tries to go 5-hole, but Coote closed that up and almost had it knocked down by Ron. Instead, it's going to be Conley that runs under it. Conley, jet of speed. Great pass to Hannibal. Wendy, oh my. Craig Wendy opened up the chicken wing and closed the door. Back the other way. Heidecker, back door, Buck. Great grab to hang on to that pass, but he can't hold on to it. Good defense by Boissonneau. And now Pfeiffer will step into one. Goes to the overhand. Coote the save. Follows going to track that down. Fresh 30 now to work with for the Monarchs. We're into the final 5 minutes, so we are in Crunch time right now. Portelli back out there. Good to see after that slash he took. Follows not able to handle that pass as he got worked over by Highland. And Peroni now will get it over the timeline. Steelhawks holding a 3-goal lead here. The goaltending at both ends has been outstanding. Boyd. Power works him over. Good child. 4 on the shot clock. Fernandez gets that in and quick shovel by Boyd. Nothing doing, and back the other way it's Kaminga. Wrong stick side, so he'll rethink that. Looking for Buck, couldn't handle that entry pass, and Steelhawks, though, are all over it, and it's Romicic. 4 minutes left. Osborne, he will take no prisoners, taking it hard, but the Steelhawks will regroup with the rebound, and going for a run now is Whitcomb. Whitcomb getting sized up by Power, gets a screen. Osborne lays that down, takes the flip through the crease, though, and a late hit will cost Nolan Power, and with 3:39 to go, trailing by 3, the Monarchs will now have a penalty to kill. So I think if you're Power, you have to understand the fine line between being aggressive and taking a penalty that's ill-advised, and when your team's trying to claw back from 3 down. That's probably not the way to do it. 4th time in this game, the Steelhawks will go to work on the power play. They're 1 for 3, and they've got a 3-goal advantage here. So time on the side of the Steelhawks. They can work it around deep into the shot clock and get a shot off and work the clock at the same time under 3.5. Whitcomb, he's tricky. Keep an eye. Gets it back. Took his eye off it and lost it. So sometimes tricky doesn't work, and one ahead as Boyd. Great job to turn the corner, send it the other way, and so I think it's going to be a delay of game call, and it's going to go to Whitcomb. And Toronto, in the meantime, is going to call a timeout, so we'll take a quick break. After that timeout, 22nder, and net empty. Wendy out of his net. Extra attacker now on, so a 5-on-4 opportunity here for the Monarchs. Trying to close the gap with 3 minutes to play. Miller at the top, working a Buck. Buck shot right on. Stop. Coop couldn't fish it out. Buck did. Skip pass across, looking behind the net, follows. Takes a hit, bounces off. Miller finds the opening. Pfeiffer wide of the mark. Ball loose. Dotted half circle. Miller gets it. Chance down low. Ron, good job to play the Karen. 15 on the shot clock. Miller tees into that one, and a stop by Coot as he left nothing for anyone. Bad outlet pass, and Gay is going to run it down. They'll keep the net empty. Under 2.5 to go now. In 47 seconds, the Monarchs will go to work with a man advantage. But in the meantime, between time, they need one. Pfeiffer off the post. So a golden opportunity. They're going to have to hustle now to get to this. It'll be a fresh 30, but they still got to go the length of the carpet now. We are into the 2-minute warning. Buck follows. Miller goes again overhand, wide of the mark. Quick pass, outlet, and it's going to be Conley going to race for it. Him and Boissonneau. Pfeiffer, the lone back for the Monarchs, and he goes down, and that will give it back to Toronto. Minute 49 to play. 10 seconds left before the Monarchs go on the power play. So Follow's going to leg it up over the timeline, and Power is out of the box. So 6-on-4 now. And Wendy's going to run back in. So they'll go 5-on-4. That shot knocked down. So a good job defensively by Romancic. Quick pass over. Buck goes through a crowd right off the face mask of Coot. And a quick outlet, Boissonneau. And he finds Peroni with the penalty over now to Whitcomb. Peroni, good spin move on Gay. Takes a cross check. Ducks back in. Takes it hard, but creased the call. No fault. Good effort by Peroni as we head to the final minute. So it's money time now. 10-7. Monarchs got to hurry. They don't have a whole lot of time. Miller. Pfeiffer's going to have to let this one go. Does. Stop by Coop. Rebound. And buried the rebound. It's Owen Ron. On time, on the money, with 48.2 seconds left. So Ron, with his third of the game, closes the gap to 2 with 48 seconds left. So the Monarchs still alive, still have a pulse, still have a chance. And we talk about money time. Who steps up for you? Big face-off here, Heidecker and Boissonneau. See if the Monarchs can get possession. Net empty for the extra attacker already. Ball gets shoveled back. Heidecker on the carpet doing what he does, and Monroe battling as well. Osborne, though, the demon. He's got Boissonneau with him. Osborne, Boissonneau, great sportsmanship. They'll pull that right out because they don't need a goal. 20 on the shot clock, 26 on the game, but they'll take it. So that appears to be the dagger, and it comes courtesy the captain, Liam Osborne. Osborne with his 22nd goal of the season with 24.3 seconds seals the deal for the Whitby Steelhawks, who continue their torrid pace through this regular season here in the Arenalacrosseleague. They have been good on all facets. Off the draw, Boissonneau. Boissonneau will duck through a couple. Boissonneau will peel back out with 15 left in this game and takes a hit from Ron. And I'm sure Boissonneau will be okay about it considering the end result, as they'll flip that back, and that will be a penalty, but good sportsmanship from Boissonneau as they will let that go, and a done deal is a done deal. Heck of a lacrosse game. Final 11-8 in favor of the Whitby Steelhawks. They improve to 10-1. The Monarchs fall to 4-7. That will do it for us here. Week 11 continues tomorrow at the ILA. For JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn.